unfortunately, Proposition 8 had appeared on the ballot and won and actually overturned those rights that the state Supreme Court had granted. Right now, the decision is pending on whether if Proposition 8 is valid or not. But at the same time, while that was going on, three states had legalized gay marriage, and another fourth state is considering that. So, it kind of raises a lot of questions here, that is the ball already beginning to roll? I mean, here, now it's been legalized in California, and now that it's, even though it's been re-legalized or whatever that word is, and now the ban is being in consideration again, and whether or not if the state Supreme Court is going to overturn Prop 8, it's still, the momentum is already moving there, because who knows, another state like New Jersey, like New Jersey or New Hampshire or Washington, maybe legalize gay marriage as far as that goes, or even other states that already had amendments banning gay marriage is already up for consideration. Just right now that the Wisconsin State Supreme Court is considering whether if referendum 1 is legal or not, because since it bans two different things, and apparently as Wisconsin law goes, that you can't basically cover two things in one referendum. It has to be one thing. So you can't really go around and say it has to cover ban gay marriage or civil unions. You have to have it separately if you want to take them down, as far as that goes. Which kind of raises a lot of questions here, is that if people are totally against gay marriage as far as that goes, then why do they bring up amendments to ban gay marriage and civil unions, for that matter? I mean, there are some people who advocate saying that gays should just only have the civil unions, and that's just simply the best they could get so far. But the thing is, why have such thing like referendum 1 or amendment 2 to ban both, when you really just want them to have just civil unions? Or the same thing with the Marshall-Newman Amendment, which simply not only bans gay marriage or ends the civil unions as far as gay couples, but also bans things like that for unmarried couples who are heterosexual, for that matter, and then leaving the only any kind of benefits just for marriage as far as that goes. But what somebody says on here that most likely that even if Proposition 8 is not overturned by the state Supreme Court, there could be also a proposition to reverse it, and it's already on its way there. It just has to get all the needed signatures to appear on the ballot. And the way how I see this is it's already happening, and that people who could say that gays shouldn't have because of religion, you know. But if there was a religious exemption there to say that all the churches aren't required to perform gay marriages if it's against their beliefs, then that basically kind of takes down the entire argument against gay marriage, or at least most of it. Because all the other arguments against gay marriages is just simply revolving around the religious argument, because they know that all the other things don't work, because, for one, it doesn't necessarily mean that gay parents would raise gay children. As you can tell, me, I grew up with a straight family, and I turned out to be gay. And if I probably had children, they turn out to be straight. And then, two, as far as the curriculum there's nothing like there that will say that kids will be forced to be taught gay marriage. Because if it ever comes into an issue, there would have to be some sort of parental permission slips. That matter. Especially like how it was with sex education and as well as health classes and all that other stuff. There's always some sort of parental permission slips. But and then the other arguments that could go around over and over about like the ick factor, the truth about that is people also see a lot of stuff with like the Mardi Gras parades, and as far as with like the same thing with the gay pride parades, but anyways, the whole argument against gay marriage revolves around religious arguments, but as far as with that goes, the same book that says that men shall not lie with men as with women, there's also a part where they say that it's also wrong to eat shellfish, and another part that says that it's wrong to wear two different clothing, wear clothing with having two different fibers. And another part that says it's wrong to be around women during their period, or it's also wrong to raise two different crops on the same land. And they say it's also the same book says it's also okay to sell your daughter to slavery, or to stone your wife, or to stone and spoil children. But we don't really do that. So there's a lot of people who just pick and choose which parts of the Bible to follow as an excuse for their own little actions.